You see her operating and poof, fall off the platform.
Yeah. Hello.
Or the little, what's the guy that over the fence?
Oh yeah, Kilroy. Kilroy is here.
Yeah.
I can see the patient. This is Jimmy T with Eye on Inyo Animal Rescue and Shelters. Today we have Officer Sandra McVitie, the outstanding, amazing, very gracious person after I screwed up twice. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Good to be back.
And this is the amazing Draco. Hello, Draco.
This is Draco.
Permission to... Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
So how old is Draco?
He's probably about 3 or 4. Again, an older guy.
Give older guys a chance.
Yes, because he is a fantastic dog. He's quiet in the kennel. He waits his turn. He's just a good dog all around. He's actually been with us for over a year now. Probably pushing closer to like 1.5 years at this point.
You had a slight tale of woe. Tell us about the tale of woe.
He unfortunately was adopted out, but the other dog in the house didn't want to share. So he did have to come back for his own safety. But I mean, the time that they had him, they had nothing but good things to say about him.
Can we get Draco to face the camera? Oh. Draco. Axel was a little bit more friendly. Draco's a little shyer. And
yeah, he's a little timid. He's kind of had a bad go, and I mean, he's been in the shelter for so long. That's kind of what he's used to.
How did he get to the shelter?
Again, a stray picked up and brought in. Unfortunately, nobody claimed him. So
I understand. So, for those people out there looking for their forever furry friend, how do they introduce Draco? How do they meet Draco?
Come on down. We're open Tuesday through Sunday. We are closed to the public on Monday, but if that's the only day, please give us a call, because I mean, we're absolutely willing to meet anytime if anyone's interested in adopting. So.
And where are you located?
We're in Big Pine on County Road. It's 1001 County Road in Big Pine.
So I go to Big Pine. What do I do? Where do I turn?
So there's the 168 Westgard Pass. If you hang a right across the street from that and head up, you'll kind of run right into us.
Awesome. And if somebody needs to call you to make an appointment to adopt Draco, what do they call?
The phone number is 760-938-2715.
And this is a great system. These are great animals. These are great people. Now, tell me about the status of dogs at the shelter, animals at the shelter.
Oh, right now, fortunately, we only have 4 cats. Or no, sorry. We have 7 cats in the shelter right now. But we are up to, I believe, 32 dogs at this point. So.
Because last time I think you had 18. Now you're up.
We're full. We are completely full. We've got puppies kenneled together. We've got no empty kennels right now. So
now you're running a special this week, aren't you?
Actually, through the end of the month of May, we are doing free adoptions on dogs. So please come down, fill out an application. We'll do a yard check. But all the fees are waived, thanks to Eastern Sierra Dog Rescue, who are huge advocates for the dogs and animals in the shelter. They are paying the adoption fees this month, or through May for dogs.
And if somebody wants to donate an adoption fee, do they talk to Eastern Sierra Dog Rescue?
Either Eastern Sierra Dog Rescue, or it can be handled through us as well.
Cool. So there's lots of opportunities for you to make the world a better place. There's animals, critters. They're looking. If they're your human looking for your master, here they are. Now, has Draco been to dog obedience school?
He has, yes. He has participated in it.
Is he as good as Axel?
He is. He's a great dog. He's great on a leash. He gets along with other dogs. He's just all around just a good, solid dog. I mean, he's a good boy.
So this is Jimmy T with the amazing Draco and his human, Officer Sandra McVitie. Adopt now. And if you don't,
Please.
if Draco's not your ball of wax, Go down there. They have
Oh, we've
20,
got
30,
tons,
31 others.
Yeah, we've got tons of dogs
And
to choose
7
from
cats.
right now.
So this is Jimmy T with Sandra with Eye on Inyo. Furry friends forever. Stay tuned.
Why choose us? Because our success is determined by your success. Our job is to promote you. With our combined success, we foster an after-school programs teaching, broadcasting, writing, TV, and film. We help each other and teach future generations. Call us at 760-914-9883, extension 2.
Hi, I'm Dustin Blakey, the Farm Advisor for Inyo and Mono counties.
And I'm Bonnie Kelly, Master Gardener.
We wanted to talk to you today about tomatoes because it's that time of year where everybody likes to get the tomatoes put into their yard.
Yeah.
And so we had some topics we thought you might be interested to learn about with tomatoes.
Okay, well, we have a lot of wind here, and a lot of times we see tomatoes that just aren't staked properly. And if you don't stake them up, the wind will take them and bend them straight over and could snap them off. So why don't you tell me what you would do with your tomatoes, how you would stake them?
Well, there's not really one system that you need to use, but the really key thing is remember that tomatoes are just herbaceous vines and they really are prone to breakage. And when we have that wind, you know, even if you've got it on a trellis, but it's this flimsy like twine or something and it's moving around, you know, that motion will break branches. So you really want to affix it to something strong. You know, maybe get some good T-posts and put them in the ground and then run the twine really tight. You can use hog panels. I know a lot of gardeners
we do hog panels, and we have them in a big circle, probably about like a big huge beach ball, and put the tomatoes in there, and then we keep them kind of woven in there a little bit so they have more structure.
Right, hog panels are indestructible. A lot of gardeners like tomato cages. You know, that's kind of an iffy thing. They can work all right, but you know, think about like a cup of soup, right? You know, at the bottom of the cup of soup is narrow and the top's tall, and they can flop over pretty easy, really poorly designed. Same thing with tomato cages. You think about those little feet that you try to get into the ground, you know, and invariably we've got those little pebbles and stuff to keep them going in.
Right.
So you never get it in all the way. And you know, you got this top wide part, and those really are prone to breakage. You know, we get the wind,
right,
and they'll just pull over. So if you want to use tomato cages, it's okay, but get big ones. And then
what if you stake them down?
Well, that's what I usually do. So you take the little legs, cut those off, and then turn it upside down so the fat part's on the bottom, and then take the little legs and make hooks and pound them in.
There you go.
They work pretty good that way, but still not as good as something like T-posts, hog panels, something really engineered that's strong.
I wanted to mention too about tomatoes. When we get that, sometimes in the middle of summer, a cold wind will come through and try to take your plants down. It sometimes can make it too cold for them too, ruin their leaves a little bit. So you kind of have to watch your plants.
We're not really ideal tomato growing country, but it does work.
It does work. We get delicious tomatoes.
Do you have problems with getting blossom end rot on your tomatoes?
Yeah, we do.
So blossom end rot is when you have a tomato and you look at the fruit, and from the top it looks fantastic, but you look at the bottom and there's a big black, you know, area at the bottom part of it, and it's dead.
Black or brown.
Yeah.
Sometimes mine just looks like a paper bag was cut out and put on the bottom of it.
Yeah, it's really unappetizing. Mostly you're going to throw those away. It's a strange condition. It's caused by a lack of calcium in the fruit, but you know, fertilizing with calcium isn't necessarily the solution for that.
I think that wouldn't work, huh?
No, I mean, the problem is that for some strange reason, plants need calcium, but it also doesn't move very well in plants. So the tomato just starts to, you know, enlarge really quickly when it gets to that point.
Right.
And it enlarges so fast that the calcium can't make it to those far bits in the fruit, and that's why those turn brown. It's just a lack of calcium locally.
It's something we just have to deal with, huh?
Well, there's some things you can do. You know, even watering really helps. Calcium kind of moves accidentally through the plant.
But then what if the weather, you know, like the weather is here? We get a nice day and it'll go along, and all of a sudden we get a cloudy day and it gets too cold, and it doesn't evaporate right, and you're on timers. Then
you do your best, right?
Right, you do your best.
Don't over fertilize them. That can make it worse. And then sometimes just some varieties of tomatoes are just bad about it. It doesn't mean if you get it though that all your tomatoes are going to be like that. Maybe just that first flush or the tomatoes you see right now. Later tomatoes might be okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What else?
Well, one of the other things you probably have noticed is when you grow tomatoes and the weather gets really hot, the tomatoes stop making tomatoes.
Oh, yeah, over 90 degrees, right?
Yeah, they don't like the high temperatures.
They don't like it.
So we do have some tomatoes like cherry tomatoes and those little grape tomatoes. Man, those things, they'll continue to make fruit. But the big slicing tomatoes, they really slow down when it gets hot.
They do.
It's not you, it's Owens Valley. So, don't, kick yourself for
No.
not being able to grow tomatoes in the middle of summer. It's just the
Right,
weather here.
right. So, anything else? What about tomato worms?
Yeah, we do have tomato worms and other pests that get on our tomatoes. The vast majority of the worms are obvious if you get in there and you look and you just pluck them off and feed them to the chickens or
Right.
the crows or what have you. And
Chickens love those things.
It's
and
not
they're
a
easy
huge
to, if you have a hard time finding one, there's always that one you can't find. Go out at night with a flashlight and they glow a little bit.
yeah, the easy way to find them.
Yep.
I really don't lose too many tomatoes
Yeah,
to
we
the
don't
worms.
really go too crazy about it, but
It's not
they're
that
on
big of a
there.
deal. So you should try growing tomatoes if you live in Owens Valley. Just understand it's not, tomato growing paradise, but it does work here. So
What
if you
about white flies? You ever had white flies on your tomatoes?
No,
No?
I have no problem with that at all. Some people do, but Bishop hasn't.
I
had
have
as
on
much.
some of the other plants and they do get on the tomatoes a little bit, but just squirt them with water and they usually go away.
Yeah, so not that big a deal. So, all right, well, we encourage you to contact the Master Gardeners if you're having problems with your tomatoes, and we're glad to answer any questions that you may have with it.
Welcome, this is Chris Langley, and today we have Eye on Caltrans career paths in Bishop. And I have two people here who have very interesting last names. It's like kind of like the United Nations or something, but this is Matt Goike, I've known him for a long time. And then this is Damon Cerenzia.
Yeah.
I have some Italian in me, so that should flow off my tongue.
All right. Yeah. It sounds
Langley doesn't sound very Italian, though.
No, not that one.
Anyway, and they are from Caltrans, and they are going to be talking about some opportunities for people who would like to have careers. Matt, why don't you begin?
Sure.
So tell us about what you are at Caltrans, and then we'll go into what the opportunities are.
All right. Well, thanks, Chris. We're here today representing our engineering program for Caltrans District 9. And I'm one of our design seniors.
He's the
Former construction senior.
Yeah.
Damon's one of our construction senior engineers.
Yeah, okay.
And we're here to share opportunities we have for pretty much every level of education for individuals to start a career in our engineering program.
So it's an immediate kind of thing. There are openings that already
Yeah,
exist.
there are currently openings, and we can get some more into the specifics of those.
Okay. And how about you?
Yeah. I'm here to represent the construction portion. So essentially, Caltrans, we design projects in-house, but then we send them out for bidding for construction. So my job and my team is to do the contract administration of those projects. And that's what all my engineers do.
Okay, so let's go a little more into the opportunities that we can do, or they can do.
Sure.
I'm not going to apply.
Well,
It's official.
thank you for the opportunity to reach into the community here, because I think there are opportunities that exist that people may not be aware of. We have opportunities for a junior engineering technician, which can be accessed with a high school education, a couple math classes, transportation engineering technicians, which need a couple years of college classes, including a drafting class to access, and then transportation engineers who are civil engineers who have civil engineering degrees or have passed the fundamentals of engineering test. But the cool thing about that whole program is that people can access it at the junior level or the technician level, and they have an opportunity to grow and learn within our program, and ultimately they could be a licensed engineer if they so desired. The success story is, I believe, at one point in time, the head transportation surveyor for Caltrans had started as a student assistant and worked his way through.
And that's what you start as a student assistant?
You could, or start as a junior engineering technician, or if you have a little college, you could start as a transportation engineer.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing is that with Caltrans, you can actually become an engineer without a bachelor's degree in engineering. You could come in as a junior engineer technician, starting with us with just a high school with algebra and geometry, I believe, classes. And we'd work on the individual minimum qualifications, but you could work your way all the way up working under engineers, and then take the fundamentals of engineering exam. And once you pass that, you qualify as an engineer for Caltrans without a bachelor's degree, which is, I think, a lot of people don't realize.
That's exciting for people here, I think. It's really a kind of a gift of opportunity.
Yeah.
For them to take advantage of.
It is. It's not an easy exam to pass without college, but there's courses and things, and it is doable. We actually have one success story of someone that actually tested out of high school and then became a maintenance worker for Caltrans, and then came over to us in construction on a training and development assignment and worked his way all up, and now he's a licensed range D engineer working for Caltrans.
We love those stories. It's a real opportunity.
Okay. I have the questions I'm working on here. What does the future look like for the kind of work you do at Caltrans?
Currently, we have a lot of funding for a lot of projects. So.
Oh, I love that word, funding.
Has fun in it.
Yeah, yeah, it does. Not too much fun.
No.
Yeah, I think this is the engineering program is funded for the foreseeable future, and I think what that means for, our workforce is that, we always have people retiring and leaving service, and we need to get people started and start building and growing people. We not only, I like to think of, our function, Damon's and my function, as, we not only deliver projects, but we grow people. Typically, we're working in a team environment, and there are a lot of diverse roles on the team that we build to deliver our transportation projects. And through the course of a career, people have opportunities to move around and learn different aspects and kind of go where their natural affinity leads them.
It's exciting. And so we have engineering on this side and construction. Do you want to add anything to the future of construction?
Everyone remembers SB1 that got voted into, was it 5 years ago now? We're finally.
I don't remember it.
SB1, Senate Bill 1. It was a gas.
I know.
No. It's the gas tax.
Oh, okay.
We increased the gas tax.
Yeah.
Increased funding for transportation within Caltrans. And due to our project development cycles, which Matthew's involved in, it takes like 4 years generally at minimum for a project to hit the pavement between environmental clearances, right-of-way clearances. So now we're seeing that hit me in construction, and I tell you, we have a lot of work, and we need engineers.
And the weather is probably contributing to lots of...
Oh yeah, we had lots of emergency work last year. The biggest winter ever in history was a big challenge for me, so I really need the help.
Good. And the last question on my official question list is, how would someone start to pursue a job opportunity with Caltrans? And that to me seems why we're here today.
Yes, there are a couple different ways. One is Cal Careers website, which is calcareers, all one word, .ca.gov. You can perform a search there for positions. You want to search for junior engineering technician, transportation engineer, engineering technician, transportation engineer, civil in parentheses. We also have electrical positions. We have positions in all kinds of positions. You can search for, the county, Inyo County, Mono County. Our District 9 also covers part of Eastern Kern County. We have a crew in Mojave. So Cal Careers is the best place to look for those opportunities. Also, we do have occasional student assistant opportunities. It's a slightly convoluted process to access those. There's a way to do it online, but I would suggest that someone reach out to Damon or I directly. We can provide you our email. I don't know if you can put that on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll provide that. Mine's Matthew.Goike, G-O-I-K-E, @dot.ca.gov.
Okay.
And happy to discuss any questions people might have about anything.
And how about you? What is your contact information?
Oh, yeah, emails probably best. Damon, D-A-M-O-N, .Cherenzia, C-H-E-R-E-N-Z-I-A.
Just the way it looks.
That's yeah. A little different from the original Italian spelling, but at dot.ca.gov. And yeah, we go to colleges and recruit at career fairs. I give out information to anybody, and it's one of the best parts of my job is seeing someone jump on and grow in their career. So happy to talk to anyone about
Oh, it is sort of complicated to someone like me who's never been involved at all with Caltrans or that kind of a business. But
Your level of education, we have an engineering position for you.
oh, good, thank you. I've been looking. I'm just about to turn 80, and I've been looking for people. So I appreciate that.
Sorry to meet you up.
This has been Chris Langley talking to two fellows from Caltrans about some really wonderful opportunities. And thank you for coming and sharing them with us.
Thanks for having us.
Hopefully you'll get some good candidates.
Absolutely.
This is Jimmy T with Eye on Mule Days. And this is the amazing Donna Bird. Donna, welcome. It's always a pleasure to see you. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Little wound
The
up.
countdown. I mean, the snowball has turned into an avalanche.
Yes,
And-
yes. I'm having to run very fast to stay ahead of it and not get plowed right over.
Yeah, there's some word they talk about, sleep or something like that.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
So you have some great, okay, I highly recommend this. What's coming up for the fundraiser?
So, Bishop Mule Days needs to do more fundraising than we've done in the past, just because life is what it is and life is more expensive than it used to be, right?
Yes.
So, trying to figure out some cool ways to generate some funds, and the generous people at Playhouse 395, they're always, up for fun and fundraising and stuff like that. And so the two organizations are collaborating to put together 2 nights of live country music, and rest assured, Bishop Mule Days people will not be doing the singing.
Yeah.
I know, right? we nobody wants to hear that. But the talented people of Playhouse 395 will be performing for 2 nights at the Elks Lodge. It'll be April 26th and 27th. That's a Friday and a Saturday. The doors open at 6 o'clock. Show starts at 7. So actually, by going to this event, you're supporting 3 organizations: Bishop Mule Days, Playhouse 395, and the Bishop Elks.
The Bishop Elk can't do enough for the community.
Oh my gosh,
Bishop,
yes.
Playhouse 395. If you got to see Bye Bye Birdie, you had a treat. That was off-Broadway level performance. It was really, really, really good. And
Oh, they never disappoint. They're so talented, and they're giving of their time to support both their organization, which is a 501c3. Bishop Mule Days is a 501c3, as is the Elks. So, like I said, by coming to this performance, you are actually supporting 3 very important organizations in this community. And I stopped by the rehearsal just for a few moments last night and looked at the array of talent sitting there and listening to them talk about the songs they were going to do and everything. Very excited. Like I said, very, very talented people. And to get tickets, there's posters all over town. You'll see it's called A Night in the Country. Like I said, there's a lot of posters. You can go to the Playhouse website. There's a QR code you can scan. Tickets will also be available at the door. So in case, you're not a techie and don't want to, scan and use your credit card, you can pay at the door. Or you can call the Playhouse number, which I conveniently have written down here, 760-920-9100.
So again, this is Friday and Saturday,
Yes,
April 26th and 27th
right.
at the Elks Lodge.
Yes.
What time?
Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7.
How much is it?
Tickets are $30, or you can purchase a VIP table, which gets you a little extra perks because there'll be drinks available, basically a token for a free drink, and some snacks at your VIP table. And who doesn't want to be a VIP, right?
Absolutely.
Sit up front. It's kind of like being in the mosh pit.
Got your Lone Star Redneck. Hello, Wall. Lone Star Long Neck. Yes, and I just got back from Texas, and I can't say it.
So the gist of the evening is they're carrying forward an idea that they used for their last live performance of the country music. And it's not just a series of random songs. There's a storyline. There's a plot.
Awesome. That's great.
So yeah, I kind of know the gist of the plot, but it's going to be a surprise even for the rest of us.
That's outstanding. So it supports Mule Days, it supports the Elks Lodge, it supports Playhouse 395.
Yes.
Friday and Saturday, April 26th and 27th.
Yes.
Doors open at when?
6.
And
Performances
at 7?
7. And the phone number to call if you have questions or wish to purchase tickets is 760-920-9100.
Awesome. Now, really quickly, is there anything you're desperate for to get out there? You need volunteers or anything?
We always need volunteers.
Always.
And yes, we do. So like I said, for the fundraiser, the Playhouse performers are providing the talent. Those of us from Mule Days, we will be helping with the setup and the takedown, and we'll be there at the door to help with ticket sales and things like that. But yeah, if you want to get involved in any way, shape, or form with either one of those organizations, I would jump in.
Awesome.
We're both a lot of fun.
Donna Bird, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Mule Days, it's just about a month away, a little over.
Oh, yeah.
Playhouse 395 at the Elks Lodge, a night in the country. Is it true they're bringing in 10,000 cicadas?
Maybe. I can't tell.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
I can't give away the plot.
Oh, darn. This is Jimmy T with Donna Bird, Eye on Inyo and Mule Days.
Hey there, I'm Pastor Tim Homan from the Pastors Roundtable. I'm also pastor at Mammoth Lakes Lutheran Church and Grace Lutheran Church in Bishop with a message for you. A little while you will see me no longer, and again in a little while you will see me. This message comes to us from John chapter 16. We know life is no walk in the park. Things are difficult here on earth, so much that our earthly pains are often called a valley of tears. The serious problems of life, the anxieties and the stresses, they weigh heavily on us, and we feel it. The Christian faith understands all this, but what does our faith say about it? Do we close our eyes to the sufferings of life, to those tears and valleys? Do we ignore them? Do we address wishful thinking? Not at all. What we do is affirm what Christ did to the disciples, that all of us will have pain in our lives, but that pain will only last a little while. Let's learn to say these words, a little while. Yes, when you feel the stress of the day, this too shall pass. It'll be gone in a little while. And we say a little while because we know that in a little while, it will all be over. It will all be over soon because Jesus promises to see us again in his kingdom. After a little while, Jesus promises to come back and take us from this valley of tears. I'm Pastor Tim Homan from the Pastors Roundtable. A joy to be with you.
Preview audiences are loving Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Marvelous.
It's a naughty, fun, cinematic experience that's based on a true story you'll have to see to believe. Guilty as charged. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Rated R.
My place in this world.